is Mr. Hedgehog. Oh, wow. Poof. What a beast. Yeah, that's not how you get to a hedgehog. Let's see, 5. That's difficult. I think. And it's already the third Karokan today. And maybe they are, oh, like they are FIDE. It's a Chinese, close to 1800, but still. That feels for an 1800 FIDE a very high bit rating. Their blitz is similar to mine, and their bullets is over 92, very strong, but like, no, can't show it. Okay, so yeah, this position I got in an OTB game last weekend, but yeah, I didn't manage to play it well. I played a very early e5. Can I use that? Maybe I shouldn't. Nah, that's okay. My opponent then. Now this could get very similar to that game. I guess bishop b4. Okay. Wanted to say maybe they can try to trade off bishops. Think usually I want queen e2. Rook d1. Although I feel it's like a semi-tempo. Probably I prefer the other rook going to there. So I think let's start with this. Some lines I will want to play f4. Okay, so I think 92 here. My bishop has no squares where to go to, so I think first start with the knight. Can go to c4, b3, or f1. All are options. Of course, king h2 and f4 is very much an option. Like in the OTB game I talked, I did this maneuver, but that was not great. Okay, a5. That happened also in that game, but later only. I think I go for knight c4. Taking control over some squares. Okay, they go for a quick b5. I should now go here. So one of the ideas is of course knight f5. But they might stop that with g6, but that weakens their dark squares. So I think I might play a4 next. But maybe they should stop that with playing a4 themselves. Then Okay, they stop my knight f5. Sensible, but maybe stopping me to get this in was more important. And now I get back the square for my knight. Also, I get this potential for like the queen or the bishop later in the game. And of course the issue is this dark square bishop. But I guess I can go to h8 now at in some lines. h6. Okay. Then maybe rook d1. Okay. Already overprotecting e5, sensible. I want to get my rook to d1. At least I have also the g5 square for my bishop. After bishop. Okay. They want to trade that off. This is maybe not that nice open. No, that's straight up. Okay. So after this, probably bishop e7 is forced. Can also go queen f3. That doesn't do much, maybe. Okay, then after that, the knight is also pinned. So I can just play queen f3 then. I guess they have king g7. Oh no, maybe they should have traded and played and moved the knight actually. Since I guess they have c5. Yeah, that's I missed a bit. Okay. Need to get my bishop in the game. I think h4 makes sense here. Yeah, getting my bishop to c4 would be great. Here, bishop c5. Oh wait, this is... Can go here and after bishop c5 have this. And that wins me a pawn. Oh no, yeah, it wins me a pawn. The queen on f6 still defends f1. So then the queen needs to move. Oh, they have... Okay, they blundered this idea. The knight is undefended. Oh yeah, I guess the king is like overworked. That's the actual term. It was a nice maneuver. Of course, yeah, we are no opposite color bishops, but yeah, I have actually strong attack here. Like f7, it's quite uncomfortable to defend. I guess queen c7 almost forced. And then what do I do then? H5 is an idea, but yeah, after h5, I guess, yeah, after move like queen c7, bishop e7 is a potential idea. No, then f7 is still hanging. So h5 actually looks a promising idea. About what are they thinking here actually? Okay, that was an option. But I don't see how that helps them. Do they want to go? Okay. Now I have bishop h3. Looks very strong. This idea. Bishop e7 I'm still here. I guess they have queen e7. They're gonna trade and also after queen e7 maybe there's quite a lot to be said to just top the queen back, I think. Like rook d7 is still following. There's the concrete line of queen e7, queen f3, rook d8, trading, taking, and now there is this check. And yeah, the check is not that big an issue, but yeah, I'll put this or this. They take and don't maybe. I guess I have here. No, then there's not a pin at that exact moment. So that line is maybe playable. But then maybe, yeah, then I can do this. Okay, 8, probably forced. And can do all kind of moves can attack all these weak pawns. Can just bring my king first to the center. And that just need to make sure that I don't too easily trade rooks there. At least win a second pawn. But yeah, that doesn't seem that hard. But yeah, it still feels like they need to challenge me now. Otherwise I just come in and mate. It's actually okay, this of course. But what's the follow-up after taking? I guess they can then counter-attack on f2. That's an idea. So actually, no, but then they just go rook d8 anyway. So I think I still want to grab the pawn. Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of hallucinated there something. No. I was with queen c4 ideas thinking. Then I can indeed draw back. Queen, that's with bishop f5 ideas. Although then there's rook f6 ideas. Think I want to drop back and sort of stabilize. Queen b6, I expect. Think rook d2 here. And after here, probably also gonna drop back this. Yeah. So I went passive for a second here. Okay. That's a nice idea. Since after b3. Oh no, I guess I can remaneuver like that. But yeah, for my bishop is now of course blocked. My rook. Yeah, for sure went passive here for a second. I feel I will be able to reorganize my pieces and activate. It's not easy, for sure. King g2. I feel, yeah, I always want to make that move. What? Ah, yeah, oh, that's not. Yeah, I completely. That was stupid. I miscounted this completely. But then anyway, they had that at all kind of points. Yeah. Ugh, that's such a stupid mistake. Yeah, I've made this mistake in the past too. Like, I should have played something like. Although it's not easy. King f1, Queen f1 maybe. That's actually. So then they should have taken here already. And this check. And the problem is they are now getting a strong passed pawn. Although I take back that pawn, so. Still actually an interesting position. Maybe, yeah, this is just a fortress. See not how they can destabilize me. There are no breaks. I guess they, yeah, I need to make sure that c5, c4 is not landing. Maybe c5 here. That's a nice move. And then c4. Oh no, I play here. They go here and then here. And I go back there. That looks solid. Yeah, and from there, probably only white can actually be better. I assume it's a draw, but I think I will try to play this for a win. Although in a rapid game, maybe black is practically easier to play. Okay, I'm just gonna offer a draw. Then I can get one in one more game. Also, I guess this probably gets me over 2050. Yeah, let's hope they now don't take 7 minutes for accepting the draw. Oh, cards. Oh. My laptop heating was quite decent today. Although I guess max still 78. But now it's really good. Yeah, okay. So they play on. Not sure what. Guess I could try to get the king in. But that doesn't really work because I always can check it away, I think. Anyway, I want not, yeah, for sure not to allow c4. After something like queen d1, I think I play bishop c4. I could also play something like rook f2. No, then I play here. Yeah, I'm going, like, let's say I want to try to play this for a win. Don't think in this time situation it's not practical, but just as an exercise, how would I try to do it? Guess something like this. But yeah, it's not really. Still, then the rook is not really free. Since after I get the bishop to d3 or d5. I guess d3 sort of defends everything, right? But then the problem is when my rook activates, then there's always this c4 idea. Is there a coordination where my king can help? No, I think it's impossible to really play this for a win. There are too many parts I need to defend. Which I think I can do with not just playing passive everywhere, but not getting active. Okay, so I think here this move. I'm for sure not gonna, yeah. I want, okay, that is an option. They for sure have. That was the only break left. I think there's not another reasonable move than this. I think the idea after king g4, I always have a check. Also now I can think about activating, but yeah, still difficult. But maybe after here, bishop d3. Though then they have maybe this. Don't think I'm really threatening to do this. But at least I'll let them think about it. And I force them to make a move. there. Yeah, I guess for sure not directly, but bishop d3, and then this rook f5. After bishop d3, then maybe rook f5 is an idea. Okay. Yeah, if I now go bishop d3, then there's c4. Also, I'm not threatening to take this pawn anyway, so I think for sure. I now go back. And now I will just pass with the bishop. If they go here, I will give a check. So I think I want to be on a square where I can give a check. Well, like I guess it's only a couple moves, but I feel like opponents against me, like they can do like tempt many draw offers. Yeah. Okay, what's the idea of that move? Very unclear. Why not? At least ask them. Are you afraid of any checks? Answer will be no. I guess yeah, I have also just to check. And if they do, since there's this mate, that's something they probably not gonna fall for, but it's possible. Mm. For example, after queen c3, maybe then they could. Although, still, it's not that. Yeah, I guess after queen c3, rook f5, queen g4 would be very annoying if bishop e2 is not made. Okay. Here. I think I give a check. Okay, this is like maybe think I give the check, they probably go back and then I come also back. Oh no, also I was thinking, oh no. Ooh, that would have been bad. Like after the check, this is not a fork because bishop is not offended. And then maybe just go back here. since I don't want to allow this. Can go here, here, and then go back. Uh, since I don't think check. No, then here. Check. No, I'm not gonna complicate it. Like I was thinking, can I sort of tempt him into over pushing? Okay. I guess they sort of try to zugzwang me, but that doesn't really work. I think I want to go here. So I always have the check. Don't want to allow the king ever to be stable on g4, even for a move. Okay. This is... No, it's still not a threat. Not sure what they are trying. Okay. Yeah, just give a check and kick them back. Like what? What are they thinking? Like what's the chance they randomly flag? If there is like little chance, then I have equity too tight to play on. So I want to make sure that I always have the check, but I think that's this square, right? Yes. Maybe they can try to put a queen on a square, but that's not easy, but yeah. So that is what they are doing here. But the queen also doesn't do anything on this square. So. Okay. I guess that does sort of something. Now I can back go here. So after this I again have a check. Queen. Okay. Okay, now. So if I now move, then after this, there's no check. But I now have this. They're setting up some ideas. They are trying. Tying is like, how is it saying tying is the first step to failure? Okay. Did they sort of trick me? Okay. So if I now go back, but I now can do this trick. I also just have can do this. But this check. Okay, I can go here, and after they go back, I go also back. No way they blunder this, right? And also no way they flag. Are they gonna flag? What? Oh, so close. Okay. This check here, and I checked my. I guess I can still go back. This. Do I want to risk that? Like, why not? I don't see the punishment here. My position is so solidly defended. Come. Like this is the only real weakness. Yeah, okay. Now the check. I can go here. I go something like this. Or here. this. The problem is I will go here, here. Now my rook has trouble getting back. I think I want to be able to get close to my king again. Yeah. So I think I go rook f4. Since after bishop d3, now maybe they play c4. So rook f4. They only have this check, then I block. If they now attack again, then I have rook e2. And I get sort of the same position, but I just won a pawn. I almost messed up my move order that I planned. I guess they have queen e3 instead. But yeah, still yeah, queen e3 here, probably. Decent attempt. Okay, now I get the I can sort of get back the position. Also, I have only a minute left. So I think I go now here. Now I start just pushing this pawn, right? Okay, they blockade it. That's smart. Guess after this, could be thinking about activating. Maybe I went a little bit too passive in this. Okay. Now I have e5. Can't take because of the... Ah, no. How is that pawn endgame? Should be good for me. I think it should be good. They have done c4 and... this. Do I go here? Okay. I'm not sure yet. Oh well. Yeah, that's smart. Okay. No, they have no breaks anymore. But yeah, it's also... I guess I can, like this, grab that pawn. Hi, it's a Brando. Yeah, this he over pushed a bit. Yes. Okay. Now. Not sure about this last one move. No, they maybe have this. No. Yeah. I guess this is a direct throw, probably. Yeah. That's the idea of this move. Mm. Yeah. Actually, tricky to try to play for a win. Just get away of me, queen. And now maybe. Or did I already? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Cut here, but then I can like go there. And maybe a little bit just repeating here. Okay. No, he didn't play the hedge opening. Maybe I could actually go up here. Maybe, yeah. It could be that I blundered in a trip fault here, but that would be okay. I'm not sure, like, I think they would be happy with the draw. Okay, they go for the pin. Uh, I'm, I'm absolutely doing nothing. Guess if they give a check now, I could maybe... Nah. Yeah, I can block here. No, they don't have a check. Everything is defended. But they have a move like queen c3, probably. Yeah, queen c3 looks good. Yeah. I've not been making any progress. Can I now take? Oh no, then you're gonna go here. Okay. This is not a move. Just everything, every position could be a threefold, but okay. Yeah, this setup I already had at some point. Ah, yes, of course. Maybe a little bit risky to go. No, I need to go back here. That was not an attempt. Oh, they have... No, I think queen c3 is very likely a threefold here. Oh, no, not yet. Oh, then they have check. No, no. That was stupid. No, that is stupid. I think probably not double stupid, but yeah, no, I allow this. Maybe they can not force a direct repetition here. No, not really. I still will have this. I guess again that is a repetition. And now maybe I can get a setup where I get g4 in. That was my idea. I can play g4 here directly. Not sure what I'm doing. Maybe I can even just run my king towards there. No, probably not. Now maybe I can get my bishop to that square. If I manage to do that. No, probably not possible. I'll go here. Want this. Okay, that allows that. Yeah, there's an epic battle. So now my rook is completely free. Okay. Can I now combined with my king and my rook go towards this pawn? Feel I'm making progress, but still very tricky. Oh shit, I know. I for a second thought I blundered c2. That is, I have no blunders that I can make, so I feel this should be winning. No, I don't want a king here onto my... Can I do this? No. Yes. That was a risky move, but I think it's fine. Oh, what? I blundered! There! I did it! I'm not sure if I actually, like, by slowly getting there, would have managed to win. If they never blundered, I know it's actually also just a draw.